Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Time for the daily ingredient drop. So we're gonna get started. I will start today by giving you a good little view into the stew. A nice view into the stew. Boom. There we go. There. Nice. So, this is how it looks right now. We've only got a little bit left. Not a lot of broth, not a lot of ingredients left. Well, I ate a lot today. It tasted really nice. It really was a nice taste. Okay? That's just something I've got to admit. I'm very happy with how it tasted. I'm really hoping that it will work out well. So now let's get it on. What are we going to add today? There you go, guys. That's all. Today we're going to add a few little somethings. We're going to add pak choi, because I'm curious about the greens. I just bought myself some bread again. As the old school followers know, I love bread. And today you finally convinced me to get mushrooms. I bought brown champignons and a little meat packet. You'll find out what is inside of that in a few moments. All right? That's how we're going to do that today. So let me put in the sensor again. Nice. This is how we're going to start. Bok choy and mushrooms are great. Hey, President Sarosha, welcome. Nice to have someone. Interesting that someone is in the chat. My overview doesn't show me that. Weird. The head-up display does not work. I need to update it again, it seems. I've never cooked with bok choy before. I'm curious how it will taste and what it's like, but I heard that it is a good idea. And so many people said that mushrooms are a great idea for a stew that I thought, hey, well, I'm not going to make 3 days in a row or more days in a row be a 7.5 work. I'm gonna mess it up some way anyway. So why not give the masses what they want? And so I thought, well, then let's try it out with the mushrooms. Because I heard it has a nice, it soaks up the flavor and it has a nice meaty kind of like feeling in the stew. I have no clue if that's true or not. Absolutely no clue, none at all. But we'll see if it works out or not. Right? Just gonna clean the bok choy and everything first. As I said, I have no clue how the bok choy tastes. Like, is it a sweet one? Is it a bitter one? How it will cook over time? I have no clue at all. I've got to admit, I was almost considering to not stream today. Got to admit, I was a bit lazy. I thought, maybe not. But then I remembered, nope. I promised you guys. And I gotta do it anyway, so, you know, like, don't be a lazy guy and get your stuff together, right? That's at least what I thought. So this is that. Like that would start. I'll have to clean all of them through. No, I did not go to the gym this morning because I overslept way too long, and I was almost awake until like 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm trying today to go sleep earlier, way earlier, so that I can go tomorrow. This is why today is like, that's why I was thinking of not doing the stream. To like say no, but then it was like, nah, the stream is not the reason that I'm not going to sleep at times. So like, I don't need to try to find an excuse, you know? Like as if the stream was at fault. Is this? So, we're going to add a nice chunk of celery root again, because, well, I've still got so much of it. And we've got to use it somehow, right? We can't just be wasting stuff. Also, it's kind of pretty sweet and the taste is good, gotta admit. And the consistency is really great in the stew. It's really a nice, you know, nice little pieces in the stew. Just keeps tasting great. There we go. So. Did you go to the gym this morning? Nope. But everybody else. So. So, nice. I'm gonna start with this way. I'm making a few nice big chunks because I like as I said, I like the consistency of them. I like them to be on my spoon. I hope some people realize that I'm trying to learn more vocabulary and to learn how to speak better in English. So I learned the right words that I already know in German about food, like to speak in English. Very nice. With that, the first is done. So let's get this over here, because this is stuff that we can throw into the stew completely raw. But the champignons, I was told, should not go into the stew raw. That's at least what I was told. So. We'll see how it goes. I'm not completely sure yet. We don't have a very active chat, so I can't. I was hoping for more feedback and more advice from you guys, but it's gonna work out some way, right? We have our meat package, and I'm opening it now. Inside our little meat packet, we have today a few nice little staples that I think will be doing great. We've got a few bones. Yeah. A few nice muscle bones. I just need something to put them. I need a few more little things, I realize, in this place. Well, I'm gonna place it here for now, because we're just gonna have it for a little bit anyway. And the next thing we've got is goulash meat. I hope you guys like goulash meat. How was your day, by the way, El Presidente? It's already mostly cut into little pieces. Nice. As you can see, just a little bit. Nice. And I think I'll brown them. I think first we'll brown the the meat. I think I'll be using butter to brown them. I think the right word is to sear them. That's what we're doing, right? A little browning is searing of meat. Slow day, going to work out in a few hours. It's about noon here now. Oh, you've got the morning. It's so weird around the world with the different times. Let's see if I should use butter or if I want to use some kind of oil like olive oil. I'm not sure. But I kind of like the idea of butter, I gotta admit. Just a big spoonful of butter. Bam. Shot nicely into the pan. Slow day, going to work. Well, as long as you're well, that's what I want to hear. I want to make sure that everyone has a nice and good day. For me, I'll most likely have a bit more work from now on again, at least for the rest of the week. And then we'll see how it goes. I hear olive oil isn't good to use at high heat for searing meat. Avocado oil or clarified butter is good. I'm not certain why though. As far as I know, it's because of the different temperatures. Because it starts to kind of burn. And the different oils and the different fats, they handle different temperatures before they burn. And so olive oil burns earlier. At least that's what I heard or how I understand it. So, now, let's get this little bok choy done. I also don't even know which part of that is edible and which not. I hope I'm just gonna, like not mess it all up. Just gonna make little chunks. Just like that. Then I'm going to throw it all into this and wash it. And then we'll see. And hopefully it will work out. That's kind of the idea. And if I made a mistake, as usual, I will have 100 people tell me in the comments after I make the mistake. I really hope this is going to taste nice. I have no clue. And I'm throwing in quite a bit, I realize. That's my problem. I buy the stuff in the store. And then when I come home, I realize, I really don't know if it tastes good or not. I just don't know. But the Savoy cabbage was great. Now what do you guys say? Should I sear the bones too or not? I'm almost thinking about doing that. I'm gonna be honest. And then the champignons. I think the champignons are completely usable, right? Let me just Google it before I do something very dangerous or wrong. But I think, yeah, sear the bones, good idea. As a Okay, works. You just use them completely. Just like that. This is my problem. I don't know how much. Like I start feeling that I have too much champignons. If I pour in the whole pack, it's gonna be a bit too much, right? Or am I wrong? So much. It's gonna be just the pak choy and champignon broth now. If I pour it all in. I will really need to learn how much to use. That will be a very, very useful. That will be useful someday. I really hope that I will like mushrooms. I really hope. Because if I don't like them, then this will be really annoying tomorrow to eat so many of them. Yeah, that's a lot. Let me get some salt for the searing. My idea is that I'm adding more of the celery root and of the pak choy and the mushrooms and then the potatoes to prepare everything for tomorrow. Where I want to try out the whole patties again. So today I'm going to give in quite a bit of fresh ingredients that I plan on taking out tomorrow for the patties. Okay, with the bones, it's a bit tougher. Gotta watch out more, because moving them is a bit harder and having them not land on the same side all the time. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I hope you can hear it. Sounds nice, smells nice, and I'm sure it will be nice. Nice. That's something I like. Here's the bones. Let's get them out first. Then I'm going to let the meat just sear a bit longer. Because I don't know how long the bones, I don't know. I don't want to overdo them. Do champignons need to be washed or not? Let's better wash them. But I think not really, right? They should be clean. Still, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So, and now I'm browning the champignons in the pan that had the meat. Should we put any spices into the pan with the champignons or not? Maybe a bit of salt. And a bit of pepper. I think pepper is always a good one. Black pepper. I hope so, at least. Now, not that someone comes by and says, "Oh, that was a terrible idea." Right? Here again. Mushrooms. Yeah, Shingi. Mushrooms for the first time. I hope they will work. We took brown champignons. Just because I'm such a huge fan of onions, we're gonna add onions again. Yep. Nice. Big chunks again. Or you know what? No. Today we're gonna make them smaller to prepare it for the veggies tomorrow, for the veggie patties that I'm going to try to make tomorrow again. Phew, that was dangerous. Does that look good? It's just enough, or should we keep going? I think that's good enough. I cooked mushrooms, bok choy, and onion together a few days ago. It was good. Yes, those mushrooms look good. Yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. But I think they're good. But it can be just a tiny bit more. Should I throw the bok choy into the pan? Nah. Or do you guys think yes? As a reminder, we've got the bok choy ready. Yeah, into the pan with the mushrooms. Yes or no? The pan has the butter and the fat from the goulash meat and the bones. I don't think adding the bok choy to the pan will change anything. Okay, then better not. If it doesn't change, if it doesn't make it better, then it's too risky because I might F it up. And that's not nice. Great. That's that. Here we have that. We've got a few potatoes. This time I'm gonna cut them because they're just a tiny bit, tiny. Now I'm gonna get quite a bit because I want more of you guys. Because that's just a tiny bit too big for the spoon. There, great. Since it's going into the stew, it won't matter really. If you wanted to try some now, yeah, cook it in the pan a bit with the mushrooms and give it a taste. Oh, I thought just if the searing and the browning would make a big difference on how it tastes. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I think like half size will work nicely together on the spoon. Is that enough? Well, Shingebad, it wouldn't hurt. Don't underestimate the aspect of me fucking it up by burning it in the pan because maybe it's the oil, the butter is too long in there, maybe it's the wrong temperature, and so on. Like, I can mess it up. And it is something we really have to consider too, you know? Just let's be honest. Potatoes. Potato. Ah, nice. And a bit of garlic. Of course, right? There we go. I think that's enough. A bit over half a clove. Right? In the words of Bob Ross, there's only happy lilacs. Yeah, Bob Ross was a painter and didn't get a disgusting stew recently where he messed up with beer and pickled onions and then had a whole bad day because it tasted awful. You know? I was really not happy about that. That day was not a good one. And I really don't. I want to be a bit on the cautious side. Oh, by the way, I got a comment today. Do you guys think I talk like an Austrian Trump? I don't think so. Someone said that it sounds like Trump. Like if Trump was Austrian. I don't think so. But well, this is nice. Also, as usual, hey guys, thank you very much for being present. It's a pleasure having you guys here. So a lot of garlic. Fair enough, although Bob Ross would probably still like it. Yeah, Bob Ross was a better man than I am. Maybe with a lot of work and a lot of prayers, I might become one day as good as him. Who knows? He brought a lot of joy into the world, and I think that's commendable. I hope that in a way I can do that too. Someday. Or maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Who says someday? I hope every day that it works. You sound like a Temu Schwarzenegger. Practice makes perfect. Fuck, man. Ah, man. Temu Schwarzenegger, man. What the fuck? That was a harsh insult. That touched me, man. That really touched me. That hurt. Man. Temu Schwarzenegger. No. Now I'm hurt. Practice makes perfect, right? Gotta try it out. Well, Shingi, what time is it where you're from, by the way? Here it's 8 p.m. We have had people in the chat that had it like 11 a.m., like noon, around that time. What is going on at your place? Is it time to sleep? Is it time to wake up? Is it time to work? Schwarzenegger is a good dude, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, same time as you. Oh, we've got a European? Are you a European? So, crushing them all. Nice, 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 nice. Yes, I am. I'm your neighbor. No, my neighbor. Well, like through the wall, he's living in my walls. So, did I forget anything important? Nope, I think we can pour it in. We can start the pouring. Yeah. Well, country-wise, yeah, okay. Just one little... Wait, let me make it so that you guys can see. Well, there we go. Yeah, like that. I hope that looks good. So, we're going to start with the celery root. Again, quite a bunch this time. Then the next shot is a diced onion. Nice. Why? Because I like onions. I think at some point, I think it's more likely that I will use like 100 onions than 100 cloves of garlic. But we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 cloves of garlic. 10. There we go. 10 of those. Then we're gonna go potatoes. Nice. Then, yeah, now it's time for the goulash meat. I didn't take that much today. I just wanted a little bit to eat tomorrow. I want to learn how the dimensions are correct. Then, bone, this time seared. I hope that it gives a nice taste to the broth. And then the champignons. Nice. And just to make sure, I'll be getting us a bit of this broth. And I don't know the English term for it. When you put a liquid into a pan to burn out the things that are in the pan. You know what I mean? There we go. Deglaze, okay? Wow, guys, I forgot the bok choy. Almost completely forgot the bok choy now. Nice. There we go. Just let me pour it around so we have a nice visual. After that I can check it once more. But it's nice and clean everywhere. At least it seems that way. Nice. There we go. The bok choy. And here is the bok choy. Man, that looks like it's way too much in there. Well, let's try it out. Right? It almost looks like I don't even... I'm not even sure if I should add water or not. What do you guys say? Almost looks like I could just leave it like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it will be shrinking extremely even. It usually does. But on the flip side, it doesn't hurt to have a bit more broth. Better a bit too much broth than too little, and we have some issue. Yeah, I'm gonna fill in half a liter extra, like not much, but a little bit. And do we want to add any spices, or is that good? Like oregano, parsley, rosemary is still in. Paprika, we've got quite a bit. But yeah, but which spices? I don't know the spices, man. I don't know which ones. I have no experience with that stuff. If you want me to add spices, you gotta tell me which ones and give me some advice. Do you have bay leaves? Yes, I do. We're gonna add 2 bay leaves then. Two bay leaves were added. Got a few tomatoes, this. It's gonna be nice. I think it's going to be nice. I could salt. Oh, I'm going to throw in, I think, another cube of bouillon now with the water, so I don't think we will need salt. But I could add some lentils to prepare for tomorrow for the patties. But I think I shouldn't do it. There should still be some of that stuff on the ground, as far as I know. We've got potatoes in there. We've got celery root. That should be enough. We've got a bit of... The potatoes would be enough just to make patties out of. Let's be honest. Like, that's more than enough already. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Chingy, thanks for the follow, finally. Wow, I'm already over 100 followers. Wow. Oh, and by the way, did you guys get a notification about the name change of the live stream today? When I changed it from just Perpetual Stew to Ingredient Drop? Did you get a notification about that or not? Yeah, that seems enough. Now everything is swimming. Yep, that was a good amount. Now everything is swimming nicely. Yep. You didn't see one? Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Shingi, did you? He didn't follow me, so he surely didn't see it. Well, doesn't matter. Sooner or later, I will find out. Because I have this stream going on almost all the time. I don't know if people... Yeah, I saw you just followed now. Thank you for that, by the way. I don't know if when I change the stream, I did it today for the first time, to like change the name from the normal Perpetual Stew stream to like, hey, ingredient drop right now. And then I'm just curious if followers get that message and they see the, hey, okay, now is the... Or if they don't. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Right. The mushrooms are... I was worried about... I felt like, I forgot something and it's not enough. And I thought about the patties for tomorrow. And I thought I had something else. We have the mushrooms in there too. For the patties tomorrow. Right. I really hope we get some nice patties out of it tomorrow. That's kind of what I hope for. And now it's almost 9 p.m. Guys, Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, today I will cut it short because I want to go to sleep, because I want to be a healthy, responsible person, and I want to wake up tomorrow and go to the gym and not be lazy as I was today. I want to be a better person. I hope you excuse that. I hope you support that. And I wish you all a wonderful evening. Except if any of you got the short question for me, then I'll answer it right now in the chat, because I would stay for a bit in the chat. And then we'll get going. Thank you, man. Thank you, President. Thank you for wishing me a nice day and for wishing me that I go to the gym. You're a good influence. That's what a friend should be like. There we go. Do you see everything well? Yep, nice. But I made some things dirty. One of the coming days, at the next training, I will shut that thing off completely and really clean it once again. Make sure that I get it clean again. With that, guys, I wish you all the very, very best. Have a great day. Have a great night. Even if you don't feel great tomorrow morning, it's half workout is better than doing nothing. Yeah. To me, I know from experience, the most important thing is just to get the routine in and get there. Even if I don't touch anything, even if I don't practice anything, even if I don't do nothing, just going there and being present. And if I turn around 10 seconds later, it's good, it's enough. Because I know from experience, when I do the 2 or 3 days in a row, then I automatically start practicing there. This getting out from home and waking up, that is the big challenge, not being there and doing something. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And with that, bye-bye.